Alright folks, this is just a little information about buying one of these Westinghouse portable generators. You see what you got. Brand new. We brought this home, took it outside, filled it with oil, checked everything, fired it up on propane. It ran great. I was like, cool. Had the electrician come in, hooked up a fail-safe to the breaker box inside. We're going to run 220/30 to the house directly. We'll have the kill switch for the main breaker, all that stuff. So that's all done. Anyhow, we have a pretty substantial shed. High ceilings, typical. Bought this in here. We wanted to keep it inside. We didn't want to keep it outside. Rain, sleet, lightning, mud, all kinds of other stuff. I know they're made to, I guess, run in that situation, but I would rather not have it that way. Especially because we have neighbors pretty much everywhere. And everybody's got a generator. But the point of this video is, I've had Harbor Freight generators, 13,000 watt, when I had the big monster guys. They ran forever. Predator engines, those things are banging, okay? And they will fill up a garage full of carbon monoxide when they're running. I mean, most people aren't going to stand in a garage while the generator's running and inhale fumes. Everybody knows to get the fuck out of there and leave the door open, right? This guy, there's a carbon monoxide sensor on this unit that is so sensitive that the slightest hint of carbon monoxide will take this, and this will shut itself off. There's a bunch of yellow service lights. This one right here, if you guys, right there. That thing starts to blink, the whole unit shuts down. Well, I had this thing in open air. We had both garage doors, we had both these doors open at the time. It's basically outside. Right? You think that's enough air, right? Oh, no. The old Westinghouse ass pounder. We're just going to fuck with you and put this fucking CO2 sensor in there. No matter what you do or how you do it, unless you go outside with it, it's going to shut off. Unbelievable. So, after I found all that out, I didn't disconnect it yet. I didn't find out where it is. I'll probably just leave it alone. We do have a zombie box kit, full kit on this. It's awesome because basically all the fumes, at least 95% of the fumes, go outside. So, we don't want to stink up the whole freaking shed and all that. I'm going to have to come out here and get firewood, whatever, for the fireplace, whatever, when the power goes out. I don't want that shit stinking. So we bought a zombie box. Put it in, basically install. Everything was great. Now, for a little extra precaution, make sure there's nothing leaking because of this CO2 sensor. I got some metal tape that we use for HVAC, and I just right around the stainless. Zombie box comes in with flexible stainless. Nice stuff. But if you wind up turning it or whatever, you could split one of the seams here. It's not under any pressure or whatever. And it's right on the floor. So I decided to wrap it with tape just because of that CO2 issue. So now that this thing's running, we have break-in time we've ran it for about an hour, about a half hour on propane. We put some non-ethanol gasoline up the top and ran it for about a half an hour on gasoline, just to run it through its cycles. But I'm just shocked at how sensitive this thing is. I mean, it's unbelievably how sensitive how it is. One thing we're going to do is, where I suggest to you all, doing it, you got your 120 outlets there. So I'm thinking about doing it. I don't think I'm going to run it with both of these doors open. That would be crazy. We have fucking hail and snow, and I don't want all that shit in here. So I've been running it with two doors, with the one door shut, of course, and one door open for air, of course. So what I'm going to do is just to keep this thing just for a safe, fail safe, I'm going to go get a desk fan that you buy at Walmart, plug it into that 120, and put the fan right here on the floor, and just gently blow some air across the top of it, just in case so we don't have a shutdown. Anyway, CO2 sensor, man. Like, I'm old school, man. Like, I couldn't believe that this sensor made such... It just aggravated the shit out of me why this thing would not keep running. And I kept on getting the service light. We just brought this home, dude. It was like $1,000 worth of warranty, man. And this ain't even a big one. This is to get us through, you know what I mean? I think we got a 32 amp breaker in there or something, whatever the electrician put in, just to match this up. So, anyhow, you guys get one of these and you're wondering why it won't run, and you could call in the service department, all that bullshit, and going back and forth in email. It's most likely a CO2 sensor, so blow some air on it. Or just stick it out in the yard and let it run. We got a dog. I'm not letting that happen. So this is what we ended up with. Anyway, I hope this is informative for you guys. But Westinghouse, man, jeez. Good unit, man. But that option of CO2 sensor being that sensitive is ridiculous. Like, you basically got to have it outside. That's why, another reason why I vented it. That's another way you put the zombie box on there so we can get the exhaust straight outside. And, just like I said, if we have to come in here and get firewood or whatever, have to get something, the power's out or whatever, we can come out here and not die of asphyxiation. Anyway, Happy New Year's to y'all. Happy 2026. See you.